Good evening, everybody, and welcome to i.c.stars. Some of you are with us in the room, which we really appreciate you guys taking time out of your schedules to be with us, and some people are joining us by Zoom. My name's Jill Weininger, and I'm a volunteer here at i.c.stars. I've been doing this for about 10 or 11 years. I've lost count. And I've had the honor of working with this fabulous group of interns in Chicago. So join me, if you will, as we suspend reality and we are going to travel 25 years into the future. The year is now 2049, and y'all look really good for 25 years older. As we look at this brave new world that we are all a part of, there is so much hope. Yep, there are still problems. Our country's still divided by bitter politics. We are managing to finally get past the ravages of COVID-19. And we are also trudging through some of the problems that climate change, despite its deniers, is wreaking havoc upon our world very recently, in fact. But there are rays of hope, and these rays of hope come from the technology sector, where 25 years ago, in the year 2024, a group of young adults took the time and the chance to dream. Back then, they were working through learning all sorts of technology, all sorts of business skills, all sorts of life skills to actualize and bring to life their dreams. And tonight, you are here to watch the culmination of those dreams coming true. Each of them is receiving an award, and tonight you are going to be able to listen to their thank you speech for their reward and hear about their journey. So without further ado, I want to bring up our first speaker this evening with the Resilience and Revisionary Achievement Award, Amara Adams. Amara. Here's your award.
I'm thrilled to be here tonight accepting the Resilience and Revisionary Achievement Award. It's incredible to reflect on the journey that brought me to this moment and share how I've gotten here. Starting in 2024, I dove into the role of a business analyst at Caterpillar. There, I learned the skills of being a BA, a client engagement manager, and how to understand what clients truly need. Those early days were all about learning the basics, understanding clients, and developing solutions that made real impact. I built a solid foundation and worked on projects that set the stage for what was to come. As the years went on, I kept pushing myself to grow and expand. By 2030, I was self-employed as an independent consultant. I worked hard to establish a strong portfolio of accomplishments and carefully tracked the success of my projects brought to the companies I partner with. I also earned advanced certifications in professional client engagement, which helped sharpen my skills. I took on bigger responsibilities, leading teams and tackling more complex projects. By 2035, I was really hitting my stride. My work in client engagement and UI/UX design helped businesses build better relationships with their clients. My focus on creating meaningful user experiences through design added a layer of depth to the work I was already doing, transforming the way business connected with their customers. Along the way, I worked hard on improving my communication and social skills. At first, I struggled with putting myself out there, but with time and effort, I became much more confident in how I connected with people. I owe a great deal of my progress to the people who supported me along the way. Makai, my boyfriend, who you have been my emotional rock, offering encouragement and belief in me when I doubted myself. A heartfelt thankful A heartfelt thank you to both my family, Makai's family, for providing me with financial support when I needed the most. And I also want to extend my deepest thanks to my cohort and staff, whether you're here or not, for being a part of this journey. Looking ahead, I'm excited to continue growing in client engagement and UI/UX design. I plan on I plan to keep learning, building my portfolio, and advocating for diversity in tech. I'm passionate about helping creating more opportunities for Black and brown individuals in this field. I may not have all the answers yet, but I do know that I'm committed to finding my path, making a difference, and contributing to a world where everyone has a chance to thrive. Done.
All right. And Amara, I have two things for you. I'm going to have for every intern. First of all, wherever you go, you're going to keep this on your desk because your job in this world is to continue to inspire others. And this is, every intern's going to get this also, it's a letter that they wrote to themselves when they first began the program.
Oh,
So that'll be fun to look back on. Good job.
thank you.
All right. Thank you for kicking us off, Amara. Good job. Next up this evening with the Eisner Award is Angel Campos. Angel, come on up. The award looks suspiciously the same. I know. It's kind of like the Oscars. They all look the same.
And they normally are way enough to clock someone.
Right. And that one doesn't. See, safety first.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. I always like to start off everyone's morning with saying good evening, but this time it's literal. So good evening, everyone. I stand before you humbled, grateful, and absolutely thrilled to receive this prestigious Eisner Award. The moment feels surreal, but if you told me 25 years ago that I'd be here accepting an award for a career that blends my passion for art and storytelling, I probably would be laughing at your face right now. But here we are. To be acknowledged for my work as a cover artist for publishers like DC Comics and Udon Publishing is an absolute honor. From the moment I began my career, I knew that cover art was where I wanted to leave my mark. The cover is the first impression, the piece that draws people in and sparks their curiosity. It's just an image. It's the essence of the story distilled into a single striking piece of art. Whether it was working on iconic superheroes or bringing new characters to life, I poured heart and soul into each cover. Creating covers for DC Comics was a personal milestone. Growing up, their comics were a source of inspiration, filled with dynamic characters, intricate storylines, and most importantly, stunning art. I always admired the artists who could tell a story with just one image, and I set out to do the same. To now be a part of that legacy, to have my work grace the cover of titles that shaped my childhood, is feeling that words can barely describe. My journey with Udon Entertainment Publishing was another career-defining moment. Known for their impeccable standards and vibrant artwork, Udon allowed me to explore digital painting in ways I never thought possible. The freedom they gave me to experiment with textures, lighting, and color palettes pushed me to become the best digital painter I could be. Udon's art is rooted in dynamics, bold aesthetics, and I took it as a challenge to push the boundaries of what digital painting could accomplish. This led to pieces that not only told a story but stood out as works of art on their own. Digital painting has always been my medium of choice, and to be recognized as the best in this field is an honor that I don't take lightly. It's a blend of technique and vision, mastering the software, the tools, and the digital brushstrokes, while also infusing each piece with emotion and meaning. From the rich hues to the subtle gradients, every cover I've painted has been a labor of love, crafted with the intention of pulling viewers into the world of the story before they even open the book. This Eisner Award isn't just for my covers or my digital painting skills. It's a symbol of perseverance, discipline, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Every piece I created was a stepping stone toward this moment, a testament in a testament to my love for art and storytelling. But let me tell you, this journey wasn't easy, like many of you. My career ladder wasn't a straight line. It was wild, winding road. I started out balancing two jobs, Best Buy and a job in a company called CTI. Uh, and while neither had anything to do with art or design for that matter, they both taught me critical lessons about discipline and perseverance. I remember those early days at i.c.stars where I learned the ropes of UI UX design. Who knew that a program aimed at tech would be a stepping stone to my art career. Yet it gave me the tools I needed to merge tech skills and my creative passion from that point on. I set my sights on becoming an entrepreneur, building business where my art would live on everything from t-shirts to poster prints, etc. But I didn't stop there. I had big dreams of working with Udon Entertainment and who could forget my ultimate goal, creating covers for DC Comics. With each project, with each collaboration, I pushed myself further and grew into the artist I am today. After my time at icstars, I felt like I had finally found the path that would allow me to merge my passion for art with my growing interest in technology. The skills I learned there, particularly in problem solving, collaboration, and design, set me on the road to becoming a front end developer. I remember the excitement of working on my first projects, writing code that not only functioned but also looked beautiful. This period of my life was pivotal. Being able to immerse myself in the technical side of web development was like opening the door to endless possibilities. But it was in UI UX design that I truly found my stride. I realized that this was where I could spread my wings and let my creative juices flow freely. Working on user interfaces, design seamless user experiences, and making digital spaces that felt both intuitive and aesthetically pleasing was everything I had been searching for. UI UX design allowed me to channel my artistic background into a field where creativity and functionality intersected. I began to experiment with design patterns, typography, and color theory, all the artistic elements I loved, but now in a digital environment. Each project felt like an opportunity to push boundaries, now just in terms of what I could do with design, but how I could shape the way people interacted with technology. The more I delved into UI UX, the more I felt I was finally growing into my own. This creative freedom led me to collaborate with different teams and clients, including tech companies and art driven startups. Each project allowed me to refine my approach, experiment with different styles, and continue to learn and grow. I took on leadership roles with design teams, helping shape the visual direction of projects and making sure that functionality and user experiences were always at the forefront. It was during my time that I realized the potential to merge my love for art, for storytelling and design. I wasn't just building websites or interfaces. I was telling stories through every interaction, every layout, and every pixel. This passion for storytelling through design would later become the foundation for my success in creating the iconic covers that I'm known for. The leap from front end developer to UI UX allowed me to fully step into the world of art and technology, opening the space where I could finally express my creativity to its fullest extent. This was the moment where I truly spread my wings, and that point onward there was no holding me back. Discipline and perseverance, these two words have been the core of my journey. They weren't just helpful, they were absolutely essential. Discipline in keep going, discipline to keep going even when things were tough, and perseverance to push through the many moments of doubt. Believe me, there were obstacles. Some were technical, the relentless deadlines, navigating the competitive world of publishing. Others were personal balancing life's responsibilities while trying to pursue a dream many said were too risky or unrealistic. But it's the obstacles that shape you, right? I'm here because of the lessons learned, not just in success but in failure too. And trust me, the road to success is paved with a lot of missteps, but each one made me stronger, more focused, and more determined to reach this moment. No journey is complete without people who've helped guide the way. First and foremost, I want to thank my sister, Norma. Norma, you were the one who nudged me into tech. You knew even before I did that blending tech and art would open doors I hadn't even considered. And it was through you that I met Teresa Chavez, who became my mentor in the tech world. Teresa, your guidance gave me the confidence to build my business and navigate the complex world of tech in guiding me more in depth with software development lifecycle. All those coffee chats and lunches we had to talk shop were well worth passing down the knowledge and wisdom you had gained from your time working in software development. Then there's Ronaldo Quintero, my art mentor, and one of the most important figures in my life. Ronaldo, your constructive criticism shaped my style. Your belief in me pushed me to become better, and your passion for art was contagious. We've shared many late night critiques, and every time you helped see things through a sharper, more creative lens. I wouldn't be here without your guidance. And Norma, let me not forget, you dragged me into tech when I was perfectly happy drawing. But look at me now. I owe you that one. But this isn't the end, far from it. Winning the Eisner Award is an incredible milestone, but I'm looking forward to what's next. I still have my eye on new collaborations, perhaps even taking my art into animated series or expanding my entrepreneurial business. The future is wide open, and I plan to keep creating, keep pushing boundaries, and continuing to grow just as an artist, but not just as an artist, but as a mentor to the next generation of creatives. Before I close, I want to mention something that always inspired me: access to arts programs. I've always believed that art, music, and creativity are essential parts of education. Yet, so many schools lack access to these programs. It's something I've always wanted to change. So, my call to action to all of you is let's make the next generation have access to the tools and resources they need to pursue their own artistic dreams. If we work together, we can ensure that art continues to inspire and thrive in every community. Thank you again for this honor. I am truly humbled and grateful for the opportunity to stand here today. I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you get to keep that. Wait. Also, as you go out into the world and find your success, hope you will continue to inspire others.
For this honor, I am truly humbled.
Thank you.
And grateful for the opportunity to stand here.
We're going to get to hear it again, but Chris will fix that. All righty. Next up this evening with the nonprofit leader of the year is Aishana Holmes. Aishana, come on up.
Thank you. Wow, you don't understand how much of an honor it is to be up here winning the Nonprofit Leader of the Year award. Back in 2024, when I was just 30, I got into one of the best programs in Chicago for tech. They helped me gain understanding in tech. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I really had no clue. I went from wanting to be a developer to a quality analyst to a scrum master by the end of the program. It started my tech career. I started my tech career as a BA with a company called Caterpillar shortly after I commenced at i.c.stars. I had been working there for a year when I came to the conclusion that I am made to be a teacher and a motivator. I wanted to do something that I enjoyed and that will fulfill my life. So I started to apply to project management positions at different nonprofits. I finally land a role at Chicago Creed in project management. This allowed me to use my tech and business skills in the nonprofit world helping others. After several years at Chicago Creed, I felt I was ready to move on to creating my own nonprofit organization, Uplift. I wanted to take the best aspects of i.c.stars and Chicago Creed and infuse them with a new energy to serve my community better. At Uplift, we target low income single parent homes and aim to give them support for basic needs. We provide classes that guarantee job placement and match the unmet needs of our clients with other nonprofits. As I stand here today, I never would have thought in a million years I would be giving a speech about my dream. I always knew my lifelong dream was to have my own successful nonprofit. Today, we look into the future. My goal is to connect 10,000 more people to resources that will change their past lessons into accomplishments. We were bold enough to dream, and we have proven that dreams can be built into something real, something long lasting. As we move forward, may we continue to dream not only for ourselves, but the generations to come. I want to thank you. I want to say thank you to all my connections who helped me get to where I am. Thank you to my sister Kelly, who sacrificed so much to allow me to be in this position. Thank you to my daughter Elena for giving me time and space to work when I needed to. Thank you to my friends who pushed me every day to be better and not give up when it got hard. But most importantly, I want to thank God for blessing my life and opening all these doors for me and putting all these wonderful people in my life. This award is an amazing prize for all the hard work I have put in over the years. I have achieved all I have as a CEO of my own nonprofit. Tonight, I leave you with words that inspire me. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid of only standing still. Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank
Stay here. Come back here. Not getting away so fast. And appropriately, your word is uplift. And here's your winner.
Thank
Started it
you.
all off. Thank you. Good job. Next up this evening with the Chief Information Officer Lifetime Award is Aisha Ramos. Aisha, come on up.
Bear with me while I adjust my eyes because I'm doing this off of a phone. So, good evening. I want to say thank you guys for being in attendance as I accept this award. I was given the opportunity to take my pain and turn it into something positive. These are the words of Tupac Shakur that I always refer to when thinking of my journey. Humbled beginnings since birth is the life I have lived. Often, I have felt as if I was living a life that was already carved out for me. Constant deja vu, a feeling of familiarity as events of my life would take place. One thing is for certain tonight. Accepting this award is definitely a new feeling, a new accomplishment. Success has its roots in a solid foundation. My foundation consists of very strong women. They have been the leading example in what instilled in my work ethic, as well as the mother that I turned out to be. To my better half, Sierra, thank you for always allowing me to dream as big as I want and trusting that I would never lead us astray. Auntie Claudia, you have always been my voice of reason. You have provided me with logic to balance the passion. And finally, to my Mama Joe, you have always been devoted to ensuring that your babies are always taken care of. You work tirelessly to provide the kids you have birthed and the kids that you have guided and your grandchildren. Your contributions have not gone unnoticed. By receiving this award, I aim to reflect the same dedication in all that I do. The passion you have shared with me as a young adult to always be my genuine self and never let up on my dreams. You saw something in me from the moment you met me, always ensuring me that you loved me first and that I was enough. Without you, the Chief Information Officer Lifetime Award would not be attainable. I hope to continue taking the love and support you have given me and share it with the generations to come. From drive-through windows at Wendy's, breaking a sweat and working graveyard shifts, packing pallets for endless warehouse jobs, cleaning out toilet after toilet, classroom after classroom, from the Chicago Cubs clubhouse to i.c.stars launching my career as a Scrum Master. Varied experiences, long nights of sweat, blood, and tears go into this accomplishment. All this to say that I am nothing without the pain that I went through. For every lesson learned, there was a blessing that followed. I took risk at times and also trusted processes that failed me. As I am human, a human with a hard head and stubborn ways. My hard head led me into my first job because I refused to let up when it came to a career path. i.c.stars brought the leader out of me. Upon commencement, I began at Federal Home Loan Bank as a service desk technician. There, I learned much more about software and hardware issues and how to support clients in a forward-facing role. Eventually, I moved up and on, becoming a Scrum Master at United. My time at United taught me that pouring myself into community will provide resources for my children and generations to come. They allowed me to climb the ladder I set forth to fulfill the role of CIO now. These things shaped how I led my team successfully. I worked to provide resources for aspiring leaders who had not yet tapped into their power. My adaptability to change, persistence in working on any problem until it is solved has taken me a long way. Experience in my professional life and my personal life, failing and getting up every single time, even when I did not want to. When put in a position to be able to advocate, I advocated for the voiceless, giving them a voice, leading by example and inspiring them to raise their voices, contributing my resources and my voice to uplift theirs. Eventually, alongside my professional work, I founded Masters, an organization geared towards helping the youth have a support system in their potential career paths. This became a stepping stone for endless networking and contribution opportunities. My vision of not putting my kids through the same pain I went through transcribed into something bigger than me. The need to help because I want better for the world, and I knew it started with home. This then grew to significant contributions to many nonprofit organizations that would shape the futures of my grandchildren and kids' lives. Teaming up with Gray Matter Experience, which grows teens' business skills. Black Girls Break Bread, which created spaces to empower and liberate the Black women and girls of Chicago. The Trevor Project, a nonprofit suicide prevention organization for LGBTQ+, and making impactful contributions to these nonprofit organizations has landed me here speaking to you. Truthfully, accepting awards is hard for me because I feel as if my accomplishments are not only mine, they belong to the people who have touched me, shaped me, and led me in the right direction. I could get technical with how that looks, but to be honest, we talk technical 7 days of the week. I owe a big portion of my success to my mentors, my support system, and those who encouraged me that I was enough. My legacy has always been to be remembered for my heart. I remember being told as a child that I was too sensitive, and as an adult realizing that I was very passionate about everything I do. My sensitivity to voices not being heard, being empathetic and showing that people are not alone in how they feel. Passion became the forefront of all my success, doing everything with love in my heart to drive out hate and misunderstanding. This award is being accepted by me, but it's for the people who pushed me when I was low, motivating me when I was lost. I hope to be in the audience one day, listening to my children giving a thank you speech as this. Who would have thought that my contributions to these organizations would lead me here? Being an advocate is the most important work I do. I have chosen to support teenagers who need communities of support, little brown girls who have no idea about their power in the world, trans boys and girls who have no idea there is a world of support for them. As leaders, we have the power to create change. May all of you continue to grow into your own and let my success be contagious unto you. This award is for us.
Good job. And as you go out into the world, remember your role is to inspire. And here is your best. There you go. Nice job. Next up this evening for making the Forbes 400 list is Roxy Abea. Roxy, come on up. Don't worry about it. You're welcome.
Good evening. What a wild ride my life has been, and reflecting on my journey professionally. It all started with a dream, an idea, an inspiration, and fear. Surprisingly, fear became my biggest motivator and a strength that turned into resiliency. I was labeled unrealistic and delusional, but let me remind you that everyone in this room started with a dream, an idea, a vision that you felt deep down you had to do or else. But what separated us from the rest is that we sat with a fear as a passenger and pushed forward until that fear became an ally that transformed itself into an asset. Some of you may know me very well, and others not so much, but allow me to paint a picture. I had an idea that became my saving grace. I was passionate about combining my skills with tech and creativity. The year is 2024. I just commenced an apprenticeship with i.c.stars and had great feedback from our corporate sponsor, HCSC, that was known then as Blue Cross Blue Shield, now going under a different name. Still, that feedback reinforced my talents as a UI UX designer. At that time, I ended up winning twice of the competition as the best designer for the product, which it catapulted my confidence that I was able to grasp the concept of technology and creativity, which gave me the push to launch my business, Ray. Ray is one of the largest makeup distributors and creators in the world. The inspiration for the name came from my firstborn child, Marley. That's her middle name. Marley is here with us tonight. I knew there was a lack of representation within the Black and Latina community for quality products and artistic flair to express oneself freely. Can you believe that within my 30s, I was still afraid what others may think? How would this turn out? What if it fails? What if you happen to be laughed out of your dream because the market is saturated? What if, what if, what if? Until I changed my mindset, faced my doubts and fears, and stated, what if it all worked out? Within the first month of October 2024, I barely got a nibble in sales. In November 2024, I made my first 500. And then in 2024 of December, I made my first 2,000. But when the new year started of January, I hit a major slump. But boom, in February, that's when I made over 250,000 sales. I genuinely thought it was a glitch, but I was ecstatic. I couldn't share this news with anyone because I knew deep down they might try to sway me. So I worked harder and stayed silent from March 2025 to May 2025, being one of my biggest sales histories that local outlets in Chicago started reaching out to me, saying it was a lucky girl syndrome or a Cinderella story. I was able to finally get a home for my daughter and I and change our lives moving forward. I was the first generation American from immigrant parents, being the first millionaire in my family. I have accomplished my first milestone as an adult and inspired my daughter to complete the book that she was writing. Then we fast forward to the year of 2027, when I launched my other brands. I had a clothing design, streetwear, and athletics, and coming from working alongside with professional athletes, celebrities, and influencers. The market was expanding for me, but had such a strong loyalty from my customers because I never strayed from quality. Within this year as well, I had a music and film production company that supported local communities to bring forth new talent. The reason I did that was because I was generally tired of the Hollywood regurgitation of the same washed up stories. It was very redundant. I guess you could say so was the audience. Because when we first launched it, we ended up hitting like a major multi-million sales by the end of 2027. Then as my business grew, so did my heart. I married my best friend. My daughter was in a university focusing on her passion, and I launched my charter school nonprofit called Helios. It was such a massive success that Chicago low-income area students had a graduation rate of 100% because we not only invested in their education, but in extracurricular activities and passions as well, focusing on technological innovation, community hours, and after-school care and preschool care. Also, what differentiated us from the rest was that we had real licensed psychologists, 5 per campus, and every single person who was hired there was vetted and truly exemplified authenticity and care for a child's success, because a child's adolescent success comes from gaining knowledge and having accessible resources. Yes, everything that I did was unorthodox, but it worked out. How may you think? I'm an eccentric soul and I'm pretty unorthodox myself. And I think out of the box and have always been, it actually has been my biggest asset in saving grace. It's what you could call my luck. Now in closing, I bring us to present times. Helios is one of the nation's top performing schools with students going to the best universities in the world. We have a plethora of alumni paying it forward with their technological advancement, creative flair, or medicinal innovations. The list definitely goes on. From Ray, being the most sought out and admired makeup brand by young women who can express themselves freely, to my fashion brand being the staple for the zeitgeist and fashion, to music genres that were invented or fused by the music production, to films that won Cannes Film Festival awards, and to the major box office, and so much more in my path that I have dabbled in. I am thankful that it all started with a dream. I am grateful that I was delusional. I am resilient now because of my fear, and I am blessed to be in a position that I am now, and in the presence of innovators, trailblazers, and dreamers. We are the Mecca of dreamers. Thank you.
Great job. All right. And as you go forward, continue to uplift.
Thank you.
And here's a window to your past.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next up this evening, with an award close to my heart, the Golden Apple Award, is Pierre Richardson. Pierre, come on up. There he is. Saunter up, I guess. I don't know.
Well, thank you. It's going to be short and sweet. Short and sweet. I'm not short and sweet. All right. Thank you to my colleagues, esteemed guests, and family. It's an honor to stand before you today, accepting the Golden Apple Award. This award represents not just my achievements, but the culmination of a lifelong journey, fueled by passion, perseverance, and the support of extraordinary individuals. As I look back over the past 25 years, I'm filled with gratitude for the opportunities that have shaped me and the people who've walked beside me. In my career, I've had the privilege of standing beside and learning from some of the most intelligent people. After leaving i.c.stars, I ventured into a new world of tech, where my previous business and hardware experience proved invaluable as I delved deeper into software. Those first few years were spent learning and building code that I never imagined would transform my life. It was under the guidance of my mentors, coworkers, and bosses that I found the support to succeed. I learned, I grew, absorbing as much knowledge as I could. When I took control of my first team, I wasn't scared. I had led groups before, but this experience was different. My ambitions were always to look forward, see how far I could go, and push my team to achieve new heights. As the projects grew larger and more complex, I couldn't have been more proud of the team who supported me in completing them. I remembered to stay humble and hungry as I rose through the ranks. I aimed to bring others with me. I started as a junior analyst, advanced to a senior analyst, and led teams as a project manager, eventually becoming the chief technical officer. Though I held that position for many years, there was a yearning within, something that I couldn't ignore. Ultimately, I wanted to teach. I wanted to give back to those who resembled my past self. I recall a time when one teacher made a profound difference in my life, and I wanted to make that same impact. While I knew I couldn't reach everyone, if I could touch the lives of a few young people and open their eyes to the new possibilities, it would all be worth it. I went back to teach in the inner city high schools. I was able to give these teens the tech skills necessary to jumpstart their careers. Teaching and guiding these young individuals, preparing them for the world ahead, has been incredibly fulfilling, and I have no regrets. Being nominated for this award is simply the cherry on top. None of this would have been possible without the unwavering support and belief of several key individuals. I want to express my deepest gratitude to my best friend, Eric Strickland, whose guidance and wisdom has been a beacon throughout my career. To my children, Paris, Jalen, PJ, and Jonathan, whose encouragement and sacrifices have laid the foundation for my success. And to my colleagues, friends, and family who have shared this journey with me. I'm profoundly grateful. And last but not least, my wife, Christine, who's logged in from Hawaii tonight. Thank you for dealing with me for all these years. You are my better half and the brain of this operation we call our family. I never make a move without consulting you, and that is the best decision I can make. You are my partner, my confidant, and best friend. Your support has been everything to me. As I accept this award today, I am reminded that it represents not just my achievements, but the collective effort of everyone who has supported me along the way. I am committed to continuing this journey with the same dedication and passion that brought me here. Thank you all for being a part of this moment. Here's to the future and to the many milestones and dreams yet to come.
Wait. Your job as you go forward is to guide, and here is your blast from the past.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice job. Next up this evening with the Business Strategy Excellence Award, Sean Dressler. Sean, come on up. Hiding in the back, taking his time, making his way up here. Can't do it from back there, Sean. Can't be surprised. You knew I was going to call on you eventually.
I thought you were going by first name, not last name. Hello. Hi. So just imagine me as like Pierre's age, and we're good. A full beard too. Yeah. Full beard. Thanks, Dad. It's an honor here to stand here today and accept this Business Strategy Excellence Award. Reflecting on this journey, I never imagined that my passion for solving complex problems, analyzing data, and driving business efficiency would lead me to this incredible moment. 25 years ago, I began as a business analyst, eager to understand how organizations function at their core and to find innovative ways to improve them. In those early days, I focused on mastering my craft, learning how to break down business challenges, intercept data, and deliver strategy recommendations over time. I took on larger projects, collaborating with teams across the globe, and optimized business processes, reduced inefficiencies, and improved productivity and proficiencies over time. I'm proud to say that these many projects led to these lasting changes, helping organizations evolve in a rapidly changing and shifting business landscape. But my journey was never easy. I faced significant obstacles from navigating industry traditions to balancing my professional ambitions with raising 2 wonderful children. Wow. Every challenge was an opportunity to grow. Learning how to adapt, how to communicate complex ideas, how to adjust my approach in the face of adversity were key skills that shaped my career. Plus, I look really young and no one really listens. A pivotal moment came to when I led a small team that transformed an organization's entire operational structure, saving them thousands of hours, improving both fundamental and employee engagement. It was through my work that I realized how impactful my role as a business analyst could be in shaping the future of organizations. Looking back, my career has evolved in many ways. My foundation has always reminded me of the same things: solving problems, driving results, and building meaningful connections with clients and colleagues. Standing here today, accepting this award, I am filled with gratitude for the people who supported me along the way. To my father, my biggest supporter throughout this entire journey, thank you. You have provided me in every way a child, young adult, and even old man could hope for. And for that, I'm deeply grateful. If I could change one thing about this world, it would be to create more paths for those who feel unseen and unheard in their careers, just like I was in my early years. Throughout my journey, I worked to create opportunities for underappreciated and underrepresented individuals. I believe that the inclusivity and diversity are essential for driving business worlds. It was during my time in the Boy Scouts that my passion for helping others took root first. Back then, I didn't fully grasp the large impact that I was doing when it came to building camps, when it came to helping other people in spaghetti and dinners, and even serving breakfast for old people on top of the church that we lived upon. Elderly people. They wanted to be called old people. They said old and grody. Their words, not mine. It seemed like just a small effort, helping others, helping 1 or 2 people. But looking back at those spaghetti dinners, at those pancake breakfasts, and even the park and river cleanups that we did in the community, I understand the impact that those have even today. Even the town I live in is a town that I cleaned up when I was younger. I understand these impacts and these efforts that I had on people involved as building blocks as a solid foundation to helping others, and even my building blocks for how I was built today. I see how these experiences shape the world I continue to do today, creating long-lasting opportunities for others. Thank you once again for this incredible honor. I'm excited for what the future holds, and I look forward to continuing to make a meaningful impact in the business strategy and beyond. Thank you. It was their words, not mine.
Wait.
Oh,
Yep. Hello. So, your word as you go forward is inspire. And here is your letter. Good job. Thank you. All right. Next up this evening, with the Excellence in Technology Leadership Award, Traymar Denzel. Traymar. And the Coolest Glasses Award.
Thank you. I'm smiling. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to be here tonight, and it's an honor to accept the Excellence in Technology Leadership Award. First off, I'd like to thank i.c.stars for recognizing the work that my team and I have done, alongside all the other incredible individuals also accepting awards tonight. I'd also like to thank i.c.stars for the opportunities and experiences that they gave me. Honestly, at points during my cycle, I didn't think I'd make it through with everything I had on my plate. Learning business, leadership and technology, meeting deadlines, building relationships, learning to network, working on a team, and acting within professional spaces. It was also foreign to me, yet I couldn't imagine a better organization or set of individuals to go through these struggles alongside. Before i.c.stars, life felt somewhat aimless. After leaving high school, I earned my GED about a year later and worked odd jobs. But if I'm honest, I mostly wasted time on my computer. The temp jobs I worked varied: online transcription, data entry, none of which I felt they were taking me anywhere meaningful. During that period, I was also teaching myself web development, but I started feeling more discouraged about the direction my life was headed. Then one day, while browsing Craigslist, I found i.c.stars. It felt like the opportunity I had been waiting for, a chance to break into the tech world and finally put my skills to use. A lot has happened since commencing from i.c.stars in 2024. I started as a junior front-end developer, honing my technical skills while gradually expanding into business and project management. Those roles as a business analyst and project manager taught me the leadership and analytical skills I needed. It wasn't easy. There were plenty of growing pains. I struggled with learning how to communicate with non-technical teams, balancing deadlines, and seeing the bigger business picture. The opportunities didn't just land in my lap either. I had to actively seek them out, often stepping into spaces that felt unfamiliar or intimidating. I'm still learning what it means to lead others. Moving from a senior developer to a tech lead, I learned the importance of mentorship, managing expectations, and navigating the constant pull between technical depth and business strategy. And then, when I became a CTO, I realized the journey wasn't just about managing tech anymore. It was about managing people, aligning with business, and driving innovation while staying ahead of the competition. Now, as I reflect on this incredible journey, I see myself aiming for early retirement and finally pursuing those interests I've developed along the way, traveling more, spending more time at the gym, and working on personal projects, maybe even serving on the board of a nonprofit. But none of this would have been possible without the support of the people around me, those who believed in me and gave me the space to grow. Lastly, I'd like to thank my family and friends for all their support. Particularly, I'd like to thank my mother who's here with us tonight. She's always been there for me, even when I wasn't the greatest son or person. She's always cheered me on, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the support and love she's given me. Thank you, Mom. You truly are the best, and thank you all.
You go off into the world, remember to teach others everything you've learned. Here's your one.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up this evening with the Global Tech Innovator of the Year Award is Vail Karchenko. Vail, come on up. See, they think I'm going alphabetical and then I don't. There you go.
Thank you so much for pictures. Okay. So, okay, I'm waiting a little bit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, I'm deeply honored to receive Global Tech Innovator of the Year today. I was surprised that now receiving this award, all the tech awards are in one place. All my friends from i.c.stars are getting them too, which I'm of course very happy about, the fact that we trained those speeches exactly 25 years ago. So great job, everyone. So as I took back on my journey and approached my retirement as a CEO, I feel incredibly grateful for the past that brought us here. And 25 years ago, I was just starting as a junior software developer. My first role was at i.c.stars, where I learned a lot about business, technologies, leadership, but also how tech can make real difference in the people's lives. Those early days shaped my understanding of what it means to create impact with technologies. After that, I moved to HCSC, where I had the chance to work with the data technologies in the healthcare. And as a software engineer, I led a project to streamline patient data processing, reducing errors by 30% and improving overall efficiency. That experience taught me that software isn't just about the code, it's more solving real world problems, especially in crucial areas like healthcare. Later at Google, I advanced to a senior product manager, leading global teams and overseeing projects like the development of Google Health AI diagnostic tool. This tool now helps doctors detect diseases earlier potentially saving countless lives. It was a great time, one that challenged me to think bigger and grow as a leader. From here, I took on the role of the Vice President of Technologies at ByteShift, and tech consulting firm helping traditional businesses go digital. Under my leadership, I was doubted the company's revenue in 3 years and expanded our client base to include Fortune 500 companies. This was the key experience in preparing me for a senior leadership role. As the CIO of Nexus Solutions, I managed a 200 million budget and led a company-wide digital transformation that reduced costs and gently improved customer experience. These milestones give me the confidence to take my biggest challenge yet, becoming a CEO. I founded Tech Vanguard, a venture studio focused on tech startups in emerging markets. Our mission was to find and support startups that could make meaningful social impact. Today, we're supporting over 50 startups, including a fintech company in Kenya that brought mobile banking to remote villages and clean energy startup in India developing affordable solar panels for rural schools. It's been a privilege to see these ideas come to life, solving real problems in real communities. This award, while a personal honor, is a recognition of everyone who has been part of this journey, my team, mentors, partners, and the startups that believed in us. It's also a testament to our work in Tech Vanguard, where we haven't just proved capital, but also guidance, mentorship, hands-on support on to turn visionary ideas into real. And that's why I stand before you today. Before I conclude, I want to extend a special thank you to my wife, who has been my rock through all of these years. Thank you for your endless support and love. I couldn't have done it without you. All the future innovations and leadership in this room, and I leave it with you with those words that inspire me every day. Keep dreaming big and never stop believing in what you can do. Thank you so much, everyone.
And as you go off into the world, you continue to help others.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Next up this evening, with a BAFTA award for Lifetime Achievement in Interactive Storytelling, Daniel Gonzalez.
Need the mouse and my computer's all messed up. Thank you. Oh my God. All right. Good evening. Thank you all so much for this incredible honor. Receiving the BAFTA for the Lifetime Achievement in Interactive Storytelling is a dream I never imagined would come true when I first began this journey. I started out as a simple warehouse and construction worker, spending many years building things with my hands. But I always had a desire to build something else. Worlds, stories, experiences that can transport people the way video games have done for me growing up. My journey took a transformative turn when I joined the i.c.stars Workforce Development Program in 2024. Through this program, I gained foundational knowledge in what they call the BLT, Business, Leadership, and Technology. Setting the stage for the next phase of my career, after graduating, I secured my first position as a junior developer at a tech company, all while attending night school to earn my bachelor's degree in computer science. But long before this chapter, back in 1998, my family and I found ourselves homeless, and I was just 15 at the time. We spent the next decade of our lives fighting to reclaim stability. It was a time of uncertainty, struggle, and survival. However, with hard work and the unwavering support of those who believed in us, we managed to overcome that hardship. And that experience, though painful, taught me the power of perseverance and adaptability, qualities that became essential not only in surviving those difficult years, but in navigating the challenges of life that followed. Looking back now, I realized that I could survive homelessness at a young age. There's nothing I can overcome. Those early lessons have become the foundation upon which I continue to build my career and my life. After working as a junior developer for several years, I began to move ahead with my dream of creating my own video game studio.
I worked on this project in my spare time, balancing it with my full-time job as a developer. Gradually, as the studio grew and gained traction, I reached a point where I was able to dedicate it myself truly to it and make it my primary focus. Winning this award tonight for interactive storytelling represents the culmination of everything I've learned and worked towards. But this is not the end. I plan to pursue pushing the boundaries of what games can achieve, to integrate storytelling with emotional depth, social commentary, and immersive experiences in ways we haven't even begun to explore. I believe video games have the power to impact society as we face complex social issues like homelessness, and I aim to raise awareness and spark conversation through the medium that I love. None of this would have been possible without the unwavering support of my mother, who is here with me tonight. Without her, I wouldn't have the strength or courage to pursue my dreams. And I am eternally grateful for her love and sacrifice, which has allowed me to be here today. To anyone who may feel stuck or hopeless, I want you to know that your circumstances don't define you. You keep moving forward, persevere, and adapt, and never stop growing. Thank you.
All right, next up this evening. Oh, wait, first, your job is to, I'm like doing this, but speaking. Your job is to help others as you've been helped and finish your letter. Good job. Thank you.
My word.
Next up this evening is with the best CEO of 2049, D. Ross. Come on up, D.
Gracias. Thank you for the Best CEO of 2049 award. I'm incredibly grateful for my journey and all the milestones along the way. I remember when I first dreamed of becoming a project manager, combining my leadership and tech skills. After years of hard work, I not only achieved that dream, but grew even further. As a project manager, I supported and empowered my teams, ensuring they had the resources to succeed. That was just the start of my journey. At i.c.stars, I gained valuable lessons beyond technical skills. I learned the importance of leadership in uplifting others. As CEO, I'm able to shape a vision that focuses on both business success and the well-being of my team. My journey has taken me from earning my bachelor's and master's degrees to advancing in leadership, learning from every team, and challenge along the way. Receiving the Best CEO award is one of my proudest moments. It's not just about the title. It shows I've successfully balanced business needs while genuinely supporting and empowering my staff. This recognition reflects my commitment to making sure everyone in my company feels valued, heard, and inspired to do their best work. Growing up on the south side of Chicago was rough, but it taught me resilience and empathy, qualities that are now at the core of my leadership. The jobs I held in call centers, retail stores, hospitals, and clinics helped me build the foundation of who I am today. Those experiences gave me the strength to overcome adversity and to create opportunity for others who may be facing similar struggles. As a CEO, I've used my platform to address the social issues closest to my heart. Having experienced homelessness myself, I've worked tirelessly to provide resources and support for those facing housing instability. It's not just about offering temporary solutions, but about creating long-term programs that give people a sense of security and hope for their future. It's real quiet in here. I've also campaigned for mental health initiators within my company and beyond, ensuring that mental health awareness is a priority for employees and the community alike. None of this would have been possible without the guidance of God. At one point, I believed that my upbringing was my greatest challenge, but with time, I've come to understand that it was a part of my journey, shaping me into the strong, compassionate leader I am today. I also want to extend my deepest gratitude to mentors I met through i.c.stars and throughout my career, whose wisdom and support have been invaluable. I also want to thank myself for never giving up and remaining resilient. I am not that close with my family, so I would love to give a special thank you for TT, who was here tonight. Where'd she go? Thank you. TT, you supported me in my early years by helping me create plans for my success and pushing me to be my own boss. You pushed me to find my own opportunities, to network on my own, and create my own success. Thank you for that. Now, the biggest challenge I face is continuing to show up for myself. I've learned how to be my own source of strength, and the journey of self-parenting is ongoing. But I'm committed to my growth. I'm committed to leading with empathy and to helping others find their way. In the years ahead, I will keep pushing forward, keep nurturing talent, and keep leading with a heart that balances business success with human connection. My mission remains clear: to be a CEO who not only achieves great things, but makes sure that everyone along the way feels like they matter. Thank you.
Your mission as you go forward is to help others.
Thank you so much.
Next up this evening is with the Lifetime Achievement Award of 2049 is Deontay Iverson. Deontay.
Thank you.
You're
very much.
welcome.
I'm going to start by first thanking God, who is my all in all, and my wife, Paris Iverson, who is my incredible wife, my best friend, and soulmate. She suffered through stale jokes, long, painstaking nights of me studying till dawn, sacrificing birthdays, anniversaries, and even her sanity sometimes. You standing with me on this journey and me realizing my dream has been a marvel. You always believed in me while never ceasing to believe in us. For that, this award and all its prestige also belongs to you. Thank you, my love. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for celebrating such a momentous occasion with me tonight. When I was informed that I was nominated for a Lifetime Achievement Award, I laughed. Nothing about these last 25 years was familiar, heroic, or even commendable in my eyes. It has simply been my heart's song and God-given honor. Years ago, while in i.c.stars, I thought I would go right into the wide world of tech, but I was pleasantly surprised and enamored to be offered a job in the non-for-profit sector. After commencement, I began working with Westside Health Authority, where my love for tech, learning, and building the community continued to grow. Eventually, I moved on to create a small company named Astoundlinks. Astoundlinks created usable links between companies based on each one's unique needs with a focus on interconnected reliability. Astoundlinks continued to grow and gave me the finances and resources to chase my real dream. That vision was to build a non-for-profit conglomerate of sorts that would financially feed and develop partnering non-for-profits in the same community for the sake of total community-based economic self-reliance. I focused my energy first to create SceneTech.org and SceneTech LLC. Together, those two groups created a holographic database with 360-degree ion holographic gloves. This realized idea and wearable technology took off and was quickly adopted by both gaming platforms and businesses. The profits, which were substantial, were put right back into the community to support the additional facilities. First, we established New Hope Community Tech Center, a facility that supports homeless teenagers, providing them with a home, food, and necessities while teaching these inner city youths the truth of their history, culture, and community. We networked with businesses, tech entrepreneurs to create a bank of mentors ready to help these young adults begin their own professional journeys. We also created chathomes.org, which is a self-sustained security hub of informed, equipped, and united community members. By investing in education, housing, and job training, together we have decreased all crime in underserved communities like Inglewood, Roseland, West Garfield, South Shore, and Grand Crossing by 90%. Over these past 2.5 decades, I've gained more than I've given. working with Chicago teens to create Teen Truth Group Incorporated, a youth advocacy group whose tenacity has given life to our annual Dream Bigger Gala, which has just been announced as the #1 youth business event in the nation by Forbes and Harvard Business Review. This network of interconnected nonprofits has been my dreams brought to life. Thank you to all the non-for-profits that I have had the pleasure of being a part of. Together, we have created such a beautiful community and family. Working with all of you has become my joy over the years. 25 years ago, I simply wanted to create a self-sustained community, starting with the youth. I knew it would be hard, but I had no idea it would be so much fun. I started by writing this poem to every hidden leader inspired to fight for community that is revealed, and to every dreamer that hungers for a better day, looking to be filled. We strive to bring life to the dying dreams and legacy to a dying breed. Welcome home. In a Google Word document for my i.c.stars dream speech deliverable, i.c.stars, I want to thank you for bringing out the leader in me. You awakened a dormant champion of change. I'm reminded today of those words as I watch my children grow alongside me in this fight, as I watch us all grow together in this fight. I never knew those words would be the beacon for so many in the inner sanctums of Chicago. Now our plan is to expand to New York, Detroit, and other cities plagued with tremendous inequity. My life's work and legacy are the changes we all have made together. I am nothing more than a man who always refused to lose hope, the same hope I find in the eyes of each and every one of you. My life's work, sorry about that. Together, our communities, our families have made a formidable change. The changes that we've made are much like the two traits that brought me here today, courage and wisdom. I've always felt that nothing inspires change more than the courage of a dreamer, and nothing strengthens a community more fervently than wisdom. Without you all, none of this would be possible. So I leave you with the quote from Denzel Washington: "Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish." Thank you. I wish you all the best in your journey. And to my future sculptors of destiny, I say, strap in, because we're not done yet. Good night, and God bless you all.
As you go forward, your job is to teach, help others grow. Here's your letter. Interesting reading. Good job.
Thank you. Take my trophy and go.
Next up this evening with an honorary degree from the University of Michigan, Demetrius Robinson. Sure, it's there, right?
All right. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. I want to say thank you for coming out today and sharing this special event with me. I have been invited today here by the University of Michigan because someone in their administration office has been following my career and believe I deserve an honorary degree. The funny thing is, I used to clean the toilets of this building, so. They were graciously enough to award me a doctorate in computer science and creative writing. And I truly feel honored to be offered such a prestigious and recognitional award. Never in my 60 years of life could I have imagined standing on a stage, especially in my younger years. Back then, I was someone determined to make it in this world without pursuing a formal education. And before the 50th before the 67th presidential invoke of free higher education for all throughout the country, the Broken Gates Act of 2032, young people like myself in my generation had to pay what the average American earned in a year just for a few months of education. And even though most of you took that path, I'd like to say I'm appreciative that you have shown me respect for going a different route. Don't get me wrong, I came with my own, it came with its own share of challenges. Before I even discovered my passion for technology or my dream of becoming a video game developer, I spent a decade and a half of my life working at a dead-end company as a commercial security officer, wasting so much of my life sitting in a box, not contributing to the world. I just never imagined doing something as grand as earning a degree in such a matter. Let me share a bit of my history throughout this time, these past 25 years, and how I made it to this point. I started attending a nonprofit organization's internship program, i.c.stars, and apparently they're still going strong. Shout out to Cycle 55. And those members of Cycle 55 would tell you from day one, I made it clear what my dream was going to be. So after commencing from i.c.stars, my first role was a apprentice software developer within an enterprise tech company. And after a few years of that position, I had saved enough money, networked enough with people, and been working diligently on the side to become a game developer. And by the year of 2028, I had my first video game ready to be released and publicized, as well as developing my company, Black Tree Games. After the success of my first game and the failure of the following two, it put me on an emotional roller coaster. I began to question if game development was even my route. So it took a lot of planning, but I sought out partners and other individuals to help me rebrand the company and provide everything we needed to be successful and stay afloat. Ultimately developing our fourth game, Detroit's Bail, the game I'm sure you all know of within the company Black Tree, is the reason why we were able to survive. So if you take anything from the speech, let it be this: hold on to your dreams and never let go. Imagine being surrounded by the people all trying to take something precious from your hands and you're just fighting them off. But when the dust settles, you'll still be standing there clutching on to it tightly. So before I wrap up, I wanted to acknowledge someone special to me, my loving partner who could not be here tonight. Unfortunately, she's off traveling the world doing supermodel things, so she couldn't make it. But I want her to know that I believe she deserves this award as much as I do, and I am grateful for her support during my entire journey. Together, we biggest point of my life was her helping me survive and overcome the COVID Omega virus outbreak that occurred, that put the whole world on still. And with her knowledge, as well as my partners, breathing great life into Black Tree Games. Also, I want to give a shout out to my mother who died nearly 4 years ago. And I want her to know, even though she hasn't been here, thank you. And I want to mention 3 people who I met during my time of i.c.stars. Somehow they have remained friends with me all this time. Deontay Iverson, Deantrenice Ross, and Tremar Thomas. Yep. I owe each and every one of you so much money. I promise you, send the checks in the mail. Building my own company, Black Tree Games, from the ground up and releasing nearly 6 award-winning video games across every platform and influencing the lives of children and all walks of life. My younger self had never imagined being able to achieve such a thing. But yet here I am, standing in front of a crowd of my fans, friends, and family. To those in the audience who are feeling motivated by my accomplishments, I would like you to do me a favor. Do everything in your power to be in this position to influence the next generation and to help my legacy live on. And one last thing, remember in your life, it's going to always have those ups and downs. Embrace the chaos. Thank you for coming.
So your word as you go forward is to teach and your letter. Thank you. Great predictive skills, Emmanuel. The man who has had the most opportunity to practice tonight with the best research in psychology in 2049, Emmanuel Shimzu. Come on, Emmanuel. There you go.
Good evening. As I reflect on my journey, I realize that while I may not have received formal recognition beyond the Society for Neuroscience, I have gained something of far greater value: knowledge, perseverance, and a clear sense of purpose. My curiosity has always drawn me to understand why people act the way they do, feeling my passion for research and investigation. Along the way, I have also earned silver and bronze medals in judo, which instilled in me the values of resilience and discipline. Yet, I felt the need for something more, an escape from routine. When I arrived here in the United States, finding a job in my field of psychology proved difficult. My English was limited, so I started as a dishwasher, followed by jobs in demolition, construction, housekeeping, fast food, and as a busser and food runner. Despite this challenge, I never stopped longing for the opportunity to study, to embark on a meaningful career that stimulates my mind, something intellectually challenging. Believe me, you don't want to be a dishwasher forever. For me, back in 2024, i.c.stars became that pillar of hope, a promise that this opportunity is real and not just an illusion. After completing the i.c.stars program, I pursued certifications in data analyst and business analyst, which helped me to secure a position as a junior data analyst. Eventually, I combined my background in data and business analyst with my psychology expertise to explore research opportunities in neuromarketing. Throughout this journey, I faced many challenges: language barriers, self-doubt, and the pressure of expectations. But each obstacle helped me to grow, teaching me invaluable life lessons like adaptability and the determination to keep pushing forward. My future plans are simple: to continue my quest for truth, guided by reason and curiosity. I strive not to be led by emotions, but by a rational understanding of the world through thoughtful research. Finally, I want to express my deep gratitude to those who have supported me, especially my philosophy teacher, Pablo, who taught me the importance of critical thinking. He is also known for his sharp demeanor and has a remarkable ability to tear you apart without uttering a single insult, without even raising his voice, simply by pointing out all your flaws and passing judgment on your mediocrity. The strangest thing was that no one ever complained to the university authorities. Well, maybe one person did, but they were ignored because everyone agreed with the professor. We all knew we could do better. We all knew he was right, and we all knew he expected more from us. That stayed with us. There was not a single person who did not feel personally called out when he scolded us, even the smartest one. And believe me, we all studied before walking into his classes, and we tried our best to dress decently too. Even the person who used to dye their hair in wild colors eventually stopped. However, I'm truly grateful for everything he taught me and the way he taught us to be strong. To my friends, family, and for my Cycle 55, and everyone who has been by my side, thank you. While I may not have contributed in society in a conventional sense, I quietly helped others along the way in a way that truly matters. Our journey doesn't end here. Let's continue questioning, learning, and growing in our shared pursuit of truth.
Wait. Your word is to guide, and here is your letter. Thank you. Thank you very much. So as we wrap up tonight, I want to thank you all for coming and being such a great audience. What you saw tonight is the product of a tremendous amount of hard work. The interns make it seem really easy, but when I come to them, I ask them to dream big and then tell us the story of a path that has not happened yet. And they have to project into the future what their success is going to be based on and how they're going to get there. And when interns come into i.c.stars, they think it's all about technology, but then they come in and they learn it's about so much more. It's about technology, it's about business. And then I walk in and throw them back into 7th grade English. And really nobody liked 7th grade at all to begin with. So, and they really rose to the challenges you heard tonight. So I want to thank all of you for being their foundations and their supports throughout this entire program. And thank you to all of you for being a part of i.c.stars, and congratulations on a job well done. Thank
To acknowledge and thank the i.c.stars staff. Every single one of us in our own way contributes to these dreams, and we're so proud to witness it. There was a variety of dreams, and what they all had in common was servant leadership. And I'm really proud to see, what your vision has casted. And speaking of i.c.stars staff, you all might not realize this, but Jill is not i.c.stars staff. She has been volunteering for the last 10, 11 years at i.c.stars. Jill doesn't even live in Chicago. She lives in Utah and flies down here, doesn't ask us to contribute to her transportation, where she stays. We have to fight her to give her lunch. I don't even know if she'll eat the Jimmy John's, Jill not only serves here in Chicago, she serves in Milwaukee and Kansas City as well. Jill brings all of her skill sets to herd the craziest cats on the planet. She's got to figure out how to oftentimes virtually coordinate 14 to 25 individuals, introduce herself and establish exactly how to cast a vision and to write your dreams. She has to sit on conference calls and finagle people and say, hey, I noticed fostering and unwavering. That's very ChatGPT of you. Just take that out to help them understand the balance between AI and authenticity. And she does it with such passion and care. I swear we pay her, but we don't. We don't pay her. And so I want to give a ton of thanks to Jill. Can I get you all to stand and just thank Jill? And last but not least, I want to thank our witnesses. It's not easy to come downtown, schlep over here after a long day of work, and your people are talking about some, yeah, I got this speech, it's about my dreams. I need you to come down to i.c.stars. You mean that cult? No, it's not a cult. Just come on up, and all they're gonna do is give you some sandwiches and some sparkling water. But please come up. They said I must have a witness. And your belief in them creates the fabric of their communities. Each person touches 1,000, and we're so proud and glad to have you as part of our 1,000. To suppress somebody's dream is to steal their vision. And I think that when you're a part of the marginalized, the underrepresented, the underserved, and the oppressed, we often don't have the luxury of dreams. We tell our children, you can't be artists, you can't play sports, that we must have suitable names. And now I go to the daycare and there's Blossoms and Taquanishas and Bliss. Hey, my baby's name is Free. Live and Pure. And then I got a 19-year-old named River. I was always a rebel. And I can just taste the freedom that your visions, the collective visions of i.c.stars, alum, and the people that you touch coming into fruition. And so you should all be very proud of yourself. Enjoy the rest of the Jimmy John's. It needs to go freaky fast. It doesn't have to go home, but it got to get the heck out of here. And if you like to indulge as you mill around, a couple of the children of i.c.stars have decided to write speeches because they've so inspired by you. They want to give it up. I think I have one from your family. Yeah. No, there was a young man. Jojo, and then of course my daughter. She's a duplicate of me, Liv, but she's better than me. I kid you not. Like I want to be her when I grow up. And then Piero, okay, my other offspring, and any other child that would like to come up. Just acknowledge that people are paying attention, but they need to mill around. They haven't stretched. They have to use the bathroom. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
So I wrote a poem. I am expired by my mom. That's all. Thank you. And now I want to welcome my sister Liv.
Thank you.
Everybody can have a clap for her. Hi, my name is Liv and I'm with my mommy Brandy. And I am 8 years old. I'm a fan of pink. My full name is Liv Avoto. I love to paint, draw. I love i.c.stars because it's my part home. I love it so much. Thank you and goodbye. One more thing. Stay true to yourself, others, and care about others.
Will JoJo be joining us or grab them? And by the way, Jill saw that Liv had like 2 lines, and she was like, "You do better than that. You're in 3rd grade." And all of a sudden, it turned into a full speech. I was a little concerned because all I could make out on Piero's page was my mom, and I had just given him the death look earlier. Huh? One more thing? Okay. One more thing.
And I wrote one more thing. I love i.c.stars.
No speeches?
i.c.stars.
Okay, you good? You love i.c.stars? You gotta turn the mic over, son. No, that's a little gross. You gotta keep it off your face. Step back a little bit. Just a little bit. You can't write your speech while you give it. That's not how it works. So you gotta go. Jada, where you coming on up? Come on up. Shove off, son. It's okay. Good job. All right, Jada. Okay, is that good for you? Okay, off the cuff. I'm with it.
Are we supposed to say something? My name is Jada Fletcher Norris, and I've been to a lot of places in my life. California, Ohio, with my parents, my mom, everybody. And I like to be with my family all over the world. And I love them very much. in my heart.
Well done. Nope, well done. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate your time. Thank you, children of IC Stars. That's it. The mic is now closed, and good night.
So I wanted to say I really like my family because every single day they are the kindest person, and I really like that we go everywhere with each other, and we always have a movie night sometimes we go sleep early together. My mom my mom always be funny. She makes me laugh, but she asks, "What are you laughing?" I say, "You," but she still doesn't understand. So she makes me laugh a lot. And the reason I like i.c.stars because it's a lot of people that you can meet. So then it's a lot of people that you can meet that's very kind and generous. Like I met someone that has the same birthday as me, February 2nd. It's great, and that's all I want to say.
All right, that's all, folks. Feel free to use the bathroom, grab sandwiches and some water. Thank you.